Oh, why, hello there. And welcome to my room. I have some greenery. I have a tree. I have a monstera that's grown so big it's hard to get to my bed. My name is Candy. This is the Candi-Land lounge. My bedroom is there. My living room, whatever you want to call it, is here. Flowers fall from the things all the time. A lot of plants. There's one right here. Say hello, hello. There's plants everywhere. They're good for you. You know what they do? They give us oxygen. They breathe in our bad breath, and then they spit out delicious oxygen for us to drink. It's Friday. It's fairly early. I have my spectacles in case I need to see anything. I have my delicious. Actually, today we're not being patriotic and Canadian today. I'm not drinking dirty water from Kamaraska. I'm drinking dirty water from. Oh, where is it from? Is it Latvia? Where do they make it now? I'm not sure where they make it, but it's delicious. Moskoskaya. It is my favorite vodka with a little bit of soda and ice. Normally I'd be hanging out with my old pal from my old band I used to play with, who mostly moved away, except Eric, our drummer, he's still here. We generally hang out on Fridays and jam or drink or listen to music, whatever it is. We generally hang out on Fridays, but not tonight, because there's supposed to be a horrible storm, and as you can see, it's really storming heavy out there. It's not storming at all, but it's supposed to rain for the next week. So, here I am next to one of my few guitars. Sometimes you buy a guitar because, well, it's the kind of thing that you always wanted. In this case, I bought this about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I have never played this on stage. Every guitar player in the world, at least from my generation, wanted a double neck guitar. I ordered one from overseas. I ordered it in sort of a pinky purple color, and I ordered it with very special, it said Candy here in mother of pearl or mother of toilet seat, whatever it is they had handy, I guess. And I had a Candy Sonic written there. And I ordered it, and I waited about 8 months, and they had my money, and I never got the guitar. So I canceled that order. I did manage to get my money back, but I reordered quickly, and I ordered one with a blank headstock, so it wouldn't say any names of any guitar companies that it really isn't from. Like, I don't know, whatever things might say on it. One day, I will bring this into a shop and have that turned into just saying Candy, because this is not a Gibson, trust me. But it did cost a small fortune. It was a pinky purple color, and when I finally canceled the order and managed to get my money back, I ordered a second one. It cost a bit more money. That's this one, and I didn't want to wait a year to get it with Candy on the headstock, so I said, send me a blank headstock, which they did not. Cost a small fortune. I have never played this on stage for a few reasons. One, it weighs as much as 2 guitars, because why? It's 2 guitars. There's a 12-string neck. I haven't touched this in a couple of months. This is all entirely out of tune. And it has a 6-string neck, which has a whammy bar on it. A little Bigsby-esque kind of thing. Note, it also does not say Bigsby right here. It just has a little place where you could put a sticker that says, not a Bigsby. I did do some work on it. I changed the machine heads to a higher quality machine head. I put humbucker-sized P90s in the 12 string. And in the 6 string, these pickups are actually from my vintage SG. My old guitar player and wonderful friend, Jake G'day. G'day, eh? Jake G'day. G'det. G'day. He used to play with me in a glam band we had called Sex Kitten. Nice guy. Anyway, he bought a new Gibson whatever fancy schmancy thing, but he wanted his fancy schmancy pickups in it, and he gave me his old set of I think they're, oh geez, I forget now, but they're around 2000, and they're like super overwound whatever that came with the thing he bought, the Les Paul he bought, but he didn't want those. He wanted these other fancier ones, so he gave me his old pickups. So those are in my SG. Is there a huge difference? Not really. But these are my, what is it, 1980, 82 or 83 or 81, whatever, early 80s SG, that when I bought it was just old, but now is vintage and fancy. It was white when I bought it. It's very yellow now. Anyway, I put these in, I put those in here. These, the P90s, because I love P90s. P90s sound amazing. It's a faux Bigsby, but it works just like a Bigsby. You're not doing dive bombing on this or anything. Anyway, and it's purple. I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's purple. It is not the pinky purple that I ordered, but that's what I got. And I wasn't going to send it back because I had already waited half the year. And now I've got a tuner. Put that on the top of the headstock there. So I can tune this thing up. And there's 2 decks, so I have another tuner. I'll put the other tuner on there. Hopefully they're close. This thing has not been tuned in, I can tell you, at least a year. So I'll probably fast forward through all of this. What am I doing? I haven't played or used this guitar on anything. It was something I wanted since I was a teenager. One of my favorite colors is red, but the red double neck SG is famous for Led Zeppelin. So I didn't want to be like, oh, you got the Led Zeppelin guitar. No, I didn't want that. My other SG is white. Well, it started out as white, but the white double neck SG, that's like the Alex Lifeson thing from Rush, I think. And so I didn't want a white one. And so it had to not be white or red. And definitely not brown, because as far as brown is not a color. Brown is a shade of excrement. My humble opinion. One day I will stop even this. I quit smoking, but I'm still doing this. Anyway, I've got the tuners on there. Now I'm going to tune, and this part I'll probably speed up. But my story, why am I telling a story? I don't know. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But I'll tell it anyways. Because I did years of radio, you see. And I spoke on the radio. I spoke to a microphone and a window in front of me, a window that looked onto a booth that was empty, because I was usually there alone. And I did that for I don't know what, 20 years? I did radio for 20 years. I spoke to invisible people that weren't there, but they were there. They were just out there, and they weren't speaking back. I wish people could speak back a bit. Got to figure out how to do the live thing so people can actually speak back a bit. Anyway, back to the story. I bought this thing because it was my dream teenage guitar. And it weighs a ton. I'm no spring chicken, and this thing puts quite the pressure on your shoulder. And in fact, the main reason I've never really used it is it's a 12-string neck and a 6-string neck. Altogether, that's 18 strings, if you can do the math, you know. I've done the math already. Don't worry, I wrote it down over here. That's 18 strings. And by the time you've tuned it, with your arm up like this, I had a thing with my shoulder. Someone stabbed it. I have issues with my shoulder, and it's hard for me to keep my hand up. So by the time I finish tuning the guitar, I can't play for an hour or two because my arm hurts. So I'm here on Friday night tuning this motherfucker up so that I can jam with it maybe tomorrow. I'm jamming with the new rock band tomorrow. It could be fun to do that. But I definitely want to write a song for this so I can actually perform with this thing. Because you can do fun stuff. A 12 string and a 6 string. Even if with a looper or something, I can do a nice little pattern down here and then wank off to it on this one. But yes, so this next part will probably be fast forward. That's my story. This was my dream guitar. It was a failure getting it. It actually ended up taking about a year to get this thing because the first half year was a rip-off, and then I reordered but without all the fancy stuff I wanted. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I don't even know if this is going to be able to be tuned. We're going to find out. It's been a year. So let's do that. I will turn on my tuners. There's one. Here we go. See you when we're done. All the way down to a D. It hurts. Okay. I've just gone through it once, which means all of the first ones are completely out of tune by now. My arm is killing me. I need a guitar tech. Take a little break, a little drink. Talk about the good old days of rock and roll, when all of our parts didn't hurt before our lives were turned upside down. All right, back to tuning again.
See you in 5 weeks or whatever.
It's out of tune. I honestly don't think this switch does anything. Does it? Okay, that one's on. Okay, they're both on. I don't think this switch does anything. Let's find out. I need a piece of metal. Anyway, I'll continue tuning. Okay, pickup selector for this one. This one. Both of them. Sounds cool. All right, now this one, back to tuning. Different tuner, different neck.
I used to tune down to a G.
Gotta whammy the whammy bar. So that's gonna throw it out of tune no matter what. Bend the strings a bit. Rah, 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 rah. Oh look, we're back down again.
E. Hey. I need a guitar tech. D. This is the easy one. You don't understand. My arm is killing me at this point.
G. Always like a G string.
And I like these.
It tells me I'm close enough. I'm going to assume that this goes for this. So neck pickup. This is in the way. All the knobs are up. I need 2 more arms. Everyone who buys a double neck guitar learns the same thing. You need 4 arms. No, of course, the logic here, excuse me as I drink. The logic is you're going to write a part that has a more acousticy 12-stringy kind of like thing going on, you know. A part that would have something like that, or you know, or maybe or more like that maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you do. But then, you know, have the other part where you can sit there. There's probably way more distortion and whatever. I can't remember what the knobs do. I know it's the wiring on this guitar is wrong. It should be, you have 4 knobs, 2 volumes, 2 tones. So volume, volume, tone, tone, volume, volume, tone, tone. And this switch here, over here, this switch, should be like choosing between the top guitar or the bottom guitar. That's not how it's wired up at all. This is the pickup selector for this one. This is the pickup selector for this one. There is no way to have only one guitar on. Because if I do this, and then I want to play down here, and I want to turn this down, the second I turn this down so you don't hear it, this one also doesn't work. There is no top bottom. There has to be a top bottom switch for this. I would even be happy with 1 volume and 1 tone for the top and 1 for the volume and tone for the bottom. I'd be happy with that. That would be fine. I could adjust pickup heights so that pickup selector would pick which one and the volumes would be fine. But no, instead I'm stuck with this. I did try and look it up online, and I was very confused. But anyway, I will, hopefully this weekend, I will be able to do something with this guitar. There must be a way for me to turn one down. Okay, I can turn one down, but I can't turn it off. Because if I turn the other one off, this one disappears. So I need to leave it on. Anyone knows how to do that, please send me an email or a comment or something, because I want to use this thing. I love P90s. These ones are great. These are not expensive pickups. These are great. These are vintage pickups. And the whammy bar on this is like a cheapo Bigsby ripoff. I had to figure out the volumes again. This is like very subtle, you know, kind of stuff. No dive bomby on this. And certainly no whammy bar on the 12 string. It just has a weirdo tailpiece, which of course you can do this. Wait, let me turn everything back up. Do this. Which only just sounds weird when it's going through the amp. You're probably hearing it mostly through the microphone. I thought me being a bit weird, I won't turn the camera around. I have a sitar right there. I love the sitar. I always thought a 12-string sounded a little bit like a sitar. So you could do like a... Or, I guess, whatever. Anyway, I mean, it's beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful out. It's still overcast, and it's probably going to rain some more. It's supposed to rain all week, so let's hope that I can do something with this guitar this weekend. Sounds like hell. This probably sounds better. Wish me luck. This is what happens when you leave Candi alone. I buy ridiculous guitars and I tune them. He loves you, baby. You know I do. Until next time, look forward to seeing some of this. And if you know how to wire it properly so that I can literally just switch between the two necks, like top neck, bottom neck, both necks, just in case you want to let something ring out as you start on the other one. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.